Breaking news right now. In the last hour, demolition crews arrived at one of the oldest buildings in St. Paul, the historic Justice Ramsey Stone House.
Yeah, it is off of 7th Street, not far from the Xcel Energy Center. Jennifer Austin is there live alongside protesters this morning who are hoping to protect that building from being torn down. Hi, Jennifer.
Yeah, hi, Rena, and they're a little bit more hopeful right now. I've been talking with this group of people all night. They've been here overnight, and I just got an update from them maybe 2 minutes ago. They said they got a hold of a judge in Ramsey County. They'd been wanting to get a hold of a judge to sign off on a temporary restraining order to stop this demolition entirely. They told me that that hasn't happened yet. This judge hasn't signed anything, but they're hopeful now that they've actually been in touch with someone that that judge will, and that this historic home here in St. Paul will still stand. And it is worth noting, we have been monitoring all morning, no further activity within the last hour. We saw someone taking down lights a little bit earlier. We assumed preparing maybe for some sort of demolition, but since then, pretty quiet, which is obviously what they want to see. Now, this house is not only a designated historic place here in Minnesota, it's also on the National Register of Historic Places, which is why this crew says it's so important to keep it standing. We want to show you some video shot a little bit earlier. You can get a better look of the home here. It is in the patio area of the Burger Mo's in St. Paul here, not far from the Xcel Energy Center, as you said. It was just last night that St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter signed an order which would allow for its demolition. And in that order, signed by the mayor, it says the Justice Ramsey house partially collapsed back in September. That order cites an engineering firm as determining the home is severely damaged and is a, quote, dangerous structure. The order called this a public safety issue, but people who want to see it stay say it's worth saving.
When we lose a small structure like this, we lose so much of the narrative around the early working class people or the early people of color or just, anybody that wasn't the James J. Hill Mansion or the Alexander Ramsey House. We lose that narrative.
So ideally, they would like to see this house move to a different location. They say they have a spot in mind, someone who's willing to pay to take it off site. Now the step here is just making sure that it doesn't get demolished before that can happen. And again, they are now waiting, having heard from this judge, to see whether that restraining order will get signed, and they'll stop demolition at least for this morning.
All right. Well, there continue to be updates this morning, so we'll check back in with you, Jennifer. We appreciate it.
All right, this morning we are